Yes, we are finally back. Yes, we've been gone all through the winter. It's finally warmed up. The studio is nice and warm, actually a little bit too warm, but we're back. We're filming again, just like we were before.
And we have a cool drink to take care of the warm.
Yes, we do. Considering that when we're filming this, the Kentucky Derby is only a couple of weeks away, we're actually going to do the Kentucky Derby's #1 drink. And we're going to do it the old-fashioned way, not the way that you get them now in bars.
And it's called?
It's called the Mint Julep. We're in Kentucky. We are both mostly fans of the Derby, so it's very fitting. And in fact, Skunky has been learning about this drink all winter long because she wanted one made the original way.
Yeah. And I'm a very poor Kentuckian because I've never had one.
She'll have one now, friends. One thing to note, the glass we'll be using is just a regular rocks glass. It's not a pewter cup because traditionally the pewter cup is served to the owner of the winning horse at the celebratory dinner after the race. This whole thing of you go to the Derby, you get a pewter cup, that's all that is tourism. That's all that is. And you know we're not big on that here.
And besides, it's much easier to come up with 4 to 6 rocks glasses than it is 4 to 6 pewter cups.
Exactly, considering the pewter cups themselves are like $60.
Yeah.
Each. So, Skunky, start off by pulling some mint, some fresh mint here, friends. That's what's on the counter here in the large tumbler. You want 4 to 6 full leaves.
And you want leaves, not stems.
No, you don't want the sprig. You'll see a lot of recipes say, oh, you have to keep it on the sprig. No, you don't.
And why?
Because no one likes to eat the stem of a piece of mint. But you will be eating the mint anyway. All you want out of the mint is the flavor.
And
4 to 6 good-sized leaves.
Uh-huh.
Now then, to muddle those, first we spank them.
Oh, right.
Here's how you actually bruise the mint. That's all it takes. Throw those into the glass. 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Yes, they say, oh, you have to use sugar, you have to use granulated sugar, you have to use powdered sugar. No. 1/2 ounce simple syrup. Right on top of those mint leaves.
And this also guarantees that you won't have granulated sugar when you're drinking.
Exactly, because granulated sugar does not dissolve well in a cold drink, and this is a cold drink. We actually have cracked ice right here waiting for it.
Now do I get to beat the hell out of it?
No, you don't beat the hell out of it. You gently muddle. That's push down and move. Push down and move. Push down and move. You want to crush it, but don't tear the leaves. Just crush them slightly into the sugar.
So I'm just trying to bruise them. I can see little
You're
bruises
bruising
showing
them.
up.
Exactly. The bruising showing up is where the leaf is absorbing the simple syrup.
Okay.
You want to get those thoroughly bruised, but not torn. You'll see plenty of people just grab a whole handful and tear them. You don't do that. No. That does not work. That tastes bad.
I think they're fairly bruised.
That's fairly bruised. That's good. You don't have to bruise them completely. You don't want to mash them into a messy pulp or anything like that. Just,
I got a bar towel.
you got the bar towel? Now then, we have 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, 4 to 6 mint leaves gently bruised in here. Go ahead and throw in some cracked ice. And we have this in a separate glass because we had to crack the ice.
Right. You could also use crushed ice, correct?
No.
Oh, you're not a crushed ice?
You don't want whole ice. You don't want crushed ice in a mint julep. You want cracked ice. Then an ingredient you rarely see me use
Or drink.
or drink. That's 1/2 ounce of water. And yes, regular tap water is just fine, friends. You don't have to use spring water.
No glacial waters?
No glacial waters. And then 2 ounces of Kentucky bourbon. That's 80 proof.
Are you being a Kentucky bourbon snob?
Well, bourbon's made in Kentucky, dear.
Yeah, but they can make it other places. Although I haven't tasted one yet that was good.
No. This is an 80 proof bourbon. Some people say use 100 proof bourbon or overproof bourbon. You don't need to. You really don't need to. Once that's in, you just give it a gentle stir. Now the cracked ice will melt faster. I started to say dissolve, but it will melt faster than whole ice. That's perfectly fine.
And with 2 ounces of 80 proof bourbon, that probably wouldn't be a bad thing.
No, that's not a bad thing at all. Now try it, dear. I can smell it from here. It smells beautiful, friends. We keep begging YouTube to give us smell-o-vision, and they won't do it. You should be picking up the bourbon as an undertone, and the sugar and the mint floating on top of that very lightly.
It almost tastes like a sweet mint tea that knocks your teeth out at the end.
Now, friends, if you'll notice, in fact,
Because I'm an 80 proof. I'm
going to do something.
an 80 proof lightweight.
I'm going to do something we normally don't do. I'm coming around the bar here, friends, so I can get right up here on the camera, since we don't have a B-roll camera yet, and let you see that. See how the mint leaves are whole in there? They're just bruised, not torn, not shredded. This is the way a mint julep should look.
Also, it makes sure that you don't accidentally swallow a mint leaf.
Well, you won't, dear. Trust me, you won't.
Well, I've seen some that look like they put them through a pulverizer.
Yes.
Very refreshing.
A little bit of a kick, but extremely refreshing.
And don't be afraid that 2 ounces, because I was thinking 2 ounces of bourbon. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be smacking it. The cracked ice, the water, and the simple syrup blends it out nicely. It doesn't taste like a watery drink. Don't worry about it tasting like just water. But the bourbon hits you on the finish, so you get that nice cooling, and then you get the nice warming, and I still feel the warming.
And they blend together. It's like not quite settling into a nice warm bath. This is more of a refreshing drink than a relaxing drink. Once again, that's 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, 4 to 6 whole mint leaves, not sprigs, leaves, 1/2 ounce of water, cracked ice, and 2 ounces of Kentucky bourbon.
So you can just have that by the pool, by the picnic table,
At the Derby.
watching the race.
And this is another one of those drinks you can batch, friends.
Very easily.
So you can make a picture of these very, very simply.
So would you put the ice in if you batched it, or wait, or serve it over the ice?
I would serve it over the ice.
Okay, so put everything together and then put the cracked ice in glasses and probably serve it through a strainer.
Because you're adding water to it already, so I would wait on the ice if you're doing a batch. But these will batch beautifully, friends. Your friends will love you for it. Don't worry about the pewter cup. It's a tourist trap. You don't need it. Unlike the Moscow Mule. The Moscow Mule has a reason for the copper mug. The pewter cup for a Kentucky julep is not, Kentucky mint julep, is not needed at all. Don't worry about it.
You don't just have to wait till the Derby to drink them either.
No, you can have them anytime. Have one during the Preakness. Piss off the Black-Eyed Susan fans.
Spoken like a true Kentuckian.
Oh, yes. Well, friends, that's it, and we are glad to be back filming again. We're glad to have you watching our videos again, whenever you're watching this. And as always, friends, join us every Sunday night. Even during the winter, we were still on, in case you missed it. But every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on nts-show.com or kjsr.net. We're there every week with our show. Nothing to say. We always have some wonderful guests on there.
Right, and you can also go to nts-show.com if you've missed anything, be it our videos or our shows.
They're all archived on there for you, friends.
And they're all for free.
That's right. So until next time, friends, drink what you enjoy and enjoy what you drink, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye now.